Let's do it. My microphone is on. Sorry. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. If you're watching on the replay, thank you as well. I hope your week's going well. I hope you're good. Hello, Amel. Good to see you from Turkey. Good to see you. Let's do it. If it's your first time, hello, Fami's son. If it's your first time, welcome. We'll take an hour and a bit. I don't have a hard stop, but I'll try and keep it to an hour and a bit to talk about all things musical and accordion. If you've been here before, it's really good to see you. It's rainy and dark here, but it's really nice. It's very quiet outside. Surprisingly quiet and beautiful, which I'm into. Thank you for hello, CTV, hello. Oh, CTV, hello. CTV, hello. Yeah, I'm excited about, hello Colin, I'm excited about these sessions this coming week, the trial sessions for what is it like to learn as a group over Zoom. I hope it works. We've done workshops in the past where it's an hour and a half of Ronan talking and kind of asking you to do it. I'm really excited for these shorter sessions with breakout sessions. What I'm talking about, if you don't know, are these new live group sessions. Yeah, I believe you know about them. Hello, Martin. Good to see you. Hello, Louis. Let's do it. I don't have an agenda for today. I have a song that a friend sent me that I'd like to play. That's it. Good. What is a Celeste? Celeste usually is a musette. This is my Celeste reed. Single reed. One reed on top of another, usually called bandoneon or saxophone. Celeste, two reeds side by side. That's what a Celeste is. There is also a triple musette. I don't know if there's four, called a double musette. Usually, violin is usually one higher reed. This is my violin. My bassoon, my violin. My clarinet. Slightly, they're both middle reeds. One is slightly tuned differently from the other. Together, they're French musette Celeste. Two reeds. This is my two reeds. Three reeds would be a third middle reed, and that's a true musette, which is super wet sounding. Some of you, I'm pointing at the camera, some of you have true musettes. Christopher, does your new Beltuna have a true musette, a three? Hello, my mom from Toronto. No problem. Rika, I'm sorry that I didn't get to you. I see some responses. I'll double check. Rika weekly email. I didn't change anything. Let me show you. I also prefer the triple musette is a unique sound. Sometimes it's a lot. It's like drawing with a really thick marker. Lovely for certain applications, but sometimes you want other things. Good. Let me show you what I meant, Rika. Not what I meant. For those of you that... Oh, I got new shortcut keys. Let's see if I remember them. Ooh, so smooth. If we go to Accordion Love / live workshops, you can go through this page. Hello, Gangsta Arn. It's a quick video, but in general, these are the upcoming workshops. Rika, so we have beginner workshops for beginner players. Not for you, Rika. You could join, but it's up to you. These intermediate workshops, walk up and walk down bass technique, they're happening on 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, not this coming week, the next week, November 18 and 19. And then you could choose a session. There's a 10:30 a.m. Pacific or 3:30 p.m. Pacific. Both sessions on the same day cover the same material and are offered for your convenience. You only need to attend one session per day. That works best for your schedule. These are free. You don't need to be an Accordion Love student. When you click on the register link, you'll get the Zoom invitation. You could see my Zoom test email. You could click here and do the time in your city. So that you could see whatever the time is. And now it will display correctly. Good. Yeah, take a look at the website. It's on the YouTube video as well, but live workshops is where it is. There's no link to it yet. This is just a trial. No fee, etc. Do I say that this is free? I don't know. There's also frequently asked questions, how to set your sound to original sound for musicians, etc. I'm very... when is an intermediate an intermediate? A very good question. The only prerequisite here, no experience required for the left-hand fundamentals. You only need to, using the counter, prerequisite, you need to know the alternate bass technique. So you need to know, hello Ellen. You need to know that because we're going to learn and etc. Good. I'll pause there. I'll paste this in the chat for those that didn't get the link. Strange on my part or my email providers. Nothing on you. Good. Let's use a shortcut of 3. Oh, so fast. Lovely. Hello, Pat. Good. Wonderful. Good afternoon, Adrian. Good to see you. If anyone's interested in one-on-one Zoom for specific genres like shanties and polka, for sure. Doug teaches accordion. Anna teaches. Yes. Very good coffee. Good. Let's play music. The idea with these, I'd love... hello, the Waz. I'd love feedback to see, does this work? Does the timing work? Is this a good thing? Then I'll come up with... I have a schedule of all the intermediate and advanced classes versus beginner. Usually, to answer your question from before, not this, there we go. Accordion basics is what I consider basics. If you could do these things, if you know the basics of rhythm, alternate bass technique, and how to build major and minor chords, and start to practice these, the 15 minutes of beginner accordion practice, if you could do that, you're on to intermediate. This is my intermediate. All the other things that start to, if you can play... If you're playing like that, intermediate is starting to introduce multi-fingered melodies. I have a lesson on, I'll show you. Sorry, I guess we're going off topic, but when have we ever not? We've done 3 levels of accordion playing. So there we go. If you, I YouTube 3 levels of accordion playing. Oh, hey. And this video came out. 3 levels of accordion melody from easy to hard. This is the progression from beginner, 1 finger, to starting to introduce, and then eventually from beginner to intermediate to more advanced. Same thing with left hand techniques, all sorts of bass movements. That's an addition to just oompa, a basic oompa. Good question though. I'll play a little bit, and then I'll talk about busking last week. I went to Victoria. I had 3 hours, 2.5 hours to myself. What should we play? Let's play Hallelujah in B flat. This is the tune of the month on the Accordion Love forums. Hello, Connie. And using multi-fingered melodies, more than one note. Introducing ornaments. Yeah, Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen in B flat. I was stumbling a little bit in the beginning. If you heard, I wasn't playing the melody. I was playing the right chords. It sounded like the melody, but I thought I would start from instead of I was in the right ballpark, right stadium, but hitting the incorrect notes for the melody. Still really lovely. Good morning, Phil. And Pat, that's just one measure of gauging, am I a beginner or an intermediate or advanced player? Martin, 100%. I've made that change. If we're in C major, it goes like this. It goes like this. It's C major to 4 to 5. I've been enjoying the 4 to the E flat, which is the third. I like the tension. I saw Michael Bridge play it, the accordion player. I saw Jacob Collier play it, the multi-instrumentalist genius. A lot of, in my recording, in my lesson, in here, when we do Hallelujah. Oh, transparent theme songs, beautiful. Am I logged in? In these lessons, there are. I play the 4th to 5th. I play the C, F, and G. And this video, making Hallelujah interesting again, I don't think it's a public video where I show that I'm doing da 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 da. I really like it. I like that, going to that E7. Good question. Just curiosity. Are there noticeable differences in sound quality between installed microphones and external microphones? Yes. Yes. I don't know if I ever did a video. Yes. I think there's a sound quality difference. There's a sound quality difference. Good question. I'll talk about microphones for 5 minutes. It depends on the setting. If you're in a controlled studio environment, control your, you have the ability to control your space, which is going to make the biggest difference. These aren't on right now, but place your microphones in a recording studio. When we recorded an album, anytime we recorded an album, get the microphone at just the right spot, maybe 2 microphones, one for the top, one for the bottom. Make sure the left hand is beautiful. And I'm playing in a way that if I go like this, the engineer's like, oh, come back here, Ronan, like that. So very precise, but you're getting incredible sound. External microphones that are really expensive. These are not really expensive. They are comparatively. And they capture enough. There's that split. There were a few music festivals that we played. So when we're not in a controlled environment, when we're on stage in a show, I'm standing next to a Shure SM58 or just traditional microphone, unless I'm bringing my own, which I didn't, and it sounds okay. And we're trying to amplify the right hand. This is what I did at the Powell River Music Festival, Accordion Festival 2 years ago, what I'm going to do again in May. And we're amplifying the right, and it's just one microphone, so you'd better get really close and play. And that's okay. Does it sound good? Fine. You're in a restaurant, you're at a bar, you're at a stadium, same kind of thing. I had 2 microphones installed in one of my accordions, in my old Waldmeister. Yeah. What it did was it allowed me to put in a 1/4-inch cable into my accordion, just like, and what that meant was it opened me up to moving around. So it picked up, the sound was in here and in here. There are obviously more advanced kits that sound beautiful. Uncontrolled environment, sorry Dan, 100%. There are beautiful stages. There's one in Duncan where the sound is fantastic. You're right, a stage is a controlled environment. Depends on the sound tech. Anyways, having a plugged-in mic totally opened up my ability to go up to the sousaphone player, to really move around, right? All those things. There are all sorts of things. There's a company that sent me some microphones that grip onto here, and you can do that. So it's a little gooseneck microphone, and you can place it exactly where you want it. And so it's the combination of movement and sound quality. Your sound tech will make you sound good. Your recording engineer will make you sound good. Anyways, those were my experiences. Is there a difference in sound quality? Yes. Depends on the equipment, depends on the environment, and depends on the recording engineer as well. Good. Bavarian Beast, what chords are you playing instead of the F? I'm playing the F. C major, F to G. Right? That's the traditional. We're playing Hallelujah variations. It goes like this, the 4th, the 5th. These are the lyrics. It goes like this, the 4th, the 5th. These are the chords, the underlined ones. That's variation 1. This is how the traditional way of playing it. You can also play it like this. Ignore the 7 or play the 7. The 7 is a D note. Hello, Cindy. It goes like this, the 4th, the 5th. Ikram, hello. Shalom, Eti. Ikram, I don't know. Good question. Good. Douglas, 100%. It's got to do with the acoustics. Hello, Komka. Good to see you. Good. These are the variations that I'm playing. This is the one to note. The C7 and this G. I'm playing this version. This is what I'm hearing other people play. If you're playing with other people, make sure to tell them, hey, when it goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, I'm playing it goes like this, the fourth, the third, to come to the minor fall, to the minor sixth. Right, the next chord is going to be A minor in both of them. We know that E7 loves to resolve to the A minor. That's the only difference. Good? Wonderful. Like most equipment, so Society killed a unicorn. It's true. Thank you for showing up. Probably like most things, recording technique to Dan's point, I'm thinking of photography. I'm thinking of so many things where you put it in the hands of someone that knows what they're doing and they'll make it sound fantastic. You give this camera to Ansel Adams, to someone that knows what they're doing. They'll make a phone camera much better than a beautiful medium format camera, right? Than a $10,000 camera. They'll make a $50 camera sound better. That's what I mean with a microphone. Give someone an inexpensive microphone. They'll make it sound really, really good. I hope that answers your question, Christopher. Ellen, yes. The answer is yes, I do both. We practice incrementally larger bass jumps. Oh, I did a new shortcut key. Oh, incrementally larger. So Ellen, C to G. When even on this short one, I come back to the C and I feel that indent. E7 is more dynamic. When you can do this 5 times without mistakes, we go C to D minor. And my fingers are grazing the G as well. C, D. You can do it as papa or not. Only when I can do this without mistakes do I go C to A minor. Hello, Lucy. Right? So here, sometimes I can't use the indents because there are no indents. But yes, I'm making sure I'm not going to the E, that I'm going too far. It's true, society killed a unicorn. Our bodies change. Only when I can do this without mistakes can I go C to E. And yes, I do feel the indent or the little sparkle there. We use everything in our toolkit. Oh, that was so smooth. We use everything in our toolkit to gauge distance, for sure. And Douglas, 100%. Don't forget to practice your short ones. Is it doing that audio thing again? Sometimes my audio becomes tinny. It's like it's phasing. I'm just going to record myself very quickly. Becomes tinny. It's like it's phasing. It's too short of a recording. If it's okay, good. Sometimes I don't know why it does it. Sometimes it does it. It's more of a software. It's a hardware issue that I'm not sure what it's doing. I'm going to disconnect. It's fine for me. Good. I'm going to leave it. It's something. Something's happening. So, I don't use Freebase. No, I don't. So Freebase, we're using the Stradella bass system. Pa. Pa, where we have the chord, we have the root, the major, minor, seventh, and diminished chords. Freebase, totally different. We have individual notes, da 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 da, all around. There are converter systems that let you press a switch and then it converts the stradella to free bass back and forth. If you are interested in unlocking more of your stradella bass system, Nikolai Bine covers it in the jazz unit. This full course, there's so much there. Just right and left hand. He does on the accordion things that are just, they're just crazy. He uses his pinky. He builds chords using individual notes, using the small sound on the accordion, and it sounds unreal. It's an advanced technique. I'm going to disconnect. I'm just going to reconnect the audio. There might be a pop. Let me turn the volume down. That should be better. Let me know if that helped. Good questions. How many accordions are too many? Haha. As many as you need. It's a good question. If you can afford it, buy accordions. Good. If that's better, I don't know what happens. I don't know. So a friend of mine sent me a song. It's an old Iranian song, and I listened to it, and it was so cool. Let's listen and learn it together. I haven't listened to it in a few weeks. Let's listen. Let's figure it out. Da 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 da. Let's. Beautiful chord progression. My friend was saying this is a song for kindergarten kids, for the enrichment of kindergarten kids. I don't know if I've ever done a Persian song. G minor, A flat to G minor. This is a beautiful chord progression. We've seen this before in, this is the Neapolitan chord changes. If this is our 1, it goes up a half from the G. That's all it is. That's the chord change that's happening. Let's keep going. So the introduction. Did they use that? Beautiful. What is that? So we have that beautiful A flat in the scale. It's not, which is starting to define our scale. Remember the improvisation workshop? The scale that we're going to be using here contains the G, B flat, and D notes. And it contains the notes from the A flat. There's that A flat. So let's do them in order. G, A flat, B flat, C. I'm skipping a step. So the notes of the G minor are this. And the notes, oh, too many things. Notes of the A flat are A flat, C, and E flat. Our scale then is ooh, beautiful. Kind of a Middle Eastern awesome scale. Oh. That was just the intro. We fall beautifully. Notes we don't need. We don't need notes. We need chords. Da 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 da. We fall to a C minor. Love it. Let's bring this here so we can. Beautiful. So the verse seems da 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 da. C minor to G minor repeated, right? Times 4, let's say. Oh, sorry, I'm super zoomed in. There we go. The verse seems to be C minor, G minor, C minor, G minor. Oh, it changed. Oh. Let's say this happens a few times, and then da 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 da, ba da da da, ba da da da, da 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 da, da 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 da. It goes to a major. You can write this as G or G7 because it's gonna move. Oh, now we can. Beautiful. Da 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 dee. Where does this go to? We're starting a beautiful circle of fifths. Our accordion is telling us where to go. It's probably going to go to the F and then the B flat, maybe come back to the D7. We'll see. F. B flat. Back to that G7. This might repeat or not. We're just following the composer. No matter what, music falls into predictable patterns. It doesn't mean they're not beautiful. This is predictable, but this is so beautiful. Going from a minor to a major, and then starting with a beautiful circle of fourths, going down. We see it in those autumn leaves. Ba ba da ba. We see it in so many songs. At first I was afraid, I was petrified, didn't know how I could live without you by my side. And we come back. Not to take away from any of these songs, but once you understand what songs do, it becomes a lot easier to learn them. Twice. Oh. This happens twice. La la. This happened 4 times, I believe, or 3 times. Good. La da 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 there are no surprises here in terms of the chords being used, because the song is in the key of C minor. Let's keep going. Back to G minor. This might be a chorus or a pre-bridge. La da da. Down to an E flat. Walk down. We see this walk down. You're ruining the illusion. Beautiful. Is it C minor or D minor? C minor. D7. Love it. La da dee, da da da, da 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 da. This is a beautiful walk down progression. La da da, la da da, da 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 da. Right? Maybe again. Up to E flat, G minor. Repeats. So, beautiful. It continues, rewinds. What a beautiful song. It's familiar, and this is all familiar. We've seen this over multiple songs. We've seen this in multiple songs. I haven't seen, what makes this really interesting, a beautiful song. I really like it. It's beautiful. I'm going to play with it once through, just because I want to play it. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to say that even though music can be foreign, it still follows musical rules. Some music may not. That doesn't follow a Western scale, or I don't want to say this is a Western scale, but we can identify what makes a song a song. Let's listen and play. Oh, I missed it up there. back to the beginning. Beautiful. Lovely song. Lovely. Oh, if we're not idealists, what else is there to be? I love this. This reminds me of so much of just a perfect day. Feed animals in the zoo. Then later a movie too. And then home. Lou Reed's Perfect Day has a similar kind of a lovely, beautiful. I'm going to improvise a little bit over that chord progression because it feels right. Yes, Marty Green, we have... I jump from those chords with practice. To Ellen's point, it's the largest bass jump that we do on the accordion. There's a trick that I call the half-step bass jump. Half-step bass jumps. Check it out. Oh, when I had a beard. Half-step bass jumps, made easy. We could use the counter bass. I just do it. The ta-da-da. I go back and forth. We actually have a gigantic bass jump for Perfect Day, for Lou Reed's Perfect Day, which is G minor. I think it goes all the way to more than the A flat, more than the half step. Let's do a similar beat. What were those chords? Just a nice chord progression. Let's see if we could harmonize a bit. One down. Good, let's stop that. Beautiful song. Yeah, practice is what it's all about. There's a lot of thinking. I would, Ellen and everyone, we don't have to learn all these things. The song that you're working on right now is what I want you to practice on. Everyone's situation is different, but if we're going based on the 15 minutes of practice, how to practice the accordion? Practice the bass jumps for the song you're working on. This one, for a specific song that you're working on. If I'm doing la da da da, that song, Shostakovich's Second Waltz is in C minor. My practice involves C minor triads and arpeggios, like Doug said, together and broken. F minor as well. The chords in the song in G major. Slowly, without making mistakes. My left hand is also C minor. Da 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 da, G major, I'm singing the song. Da da dee da da da, back to C minor. That chord change has to happen without any mistakes ever. Literally next to each other. I have to go C major to F minor. So I need to practice C major to F minor. Never make a mistake. B flat to E flat. Also, surprise, surprise, it's the same chord progression as the song that we just learned. C minor, F minor, B flat, E flat. Beautiful. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. So many songs have that. The big jump that you have to do here is from this to the C minor. Da 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 dum ba da 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 dum ba da 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 dum bum. So your practice is progressively larger bass jump for the song you're working on. It's C minor to F minor. C minor, you got that. C minor to B flat. C minor to B flat. You got that. C minor to whatever chord that is. To E flat. There it is. That's the biggest chord jump in this song. For Reb David, same kind of idea. Same kind of thing. We simplify it. D major to G minor. Same kind of idea. There's our first D to C minor to D. Big jump. D to B flat. I wouldn't do that jump. Do not progress. Do not pass go until you could do a D to C minor. D to C minor. D to F. D to F. When you can do that without making mistakes. D, B flat, and again, this is the only movement. It's not this. It's not anything. My elbow might go in and out. That's the practice. Left and right hand. D, C minor, and this is also intermediate. This is practice for intermediate accordion players. In the Beyond the Basics, we're starting to do all these chord voicings in practice, etc. El Condor Pasa has a huge jump too. Not huge, has a big jump as well, Denise. That D minor to F, right? The D minor to B flat. Similar kind of big bass jump. The idea with El Condor Pasa, when we have a walk down like we did here, we had a walk down similar. G minor to E flat. Same as El Condor Pasa. Ta, pa, 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 ta, da, 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 da. We could use the F to traverse. Same as El Condor Pasa. El Condor Pasa. We have D minor to B flat. Similar distance. We'll use the C as a stepping stone. Copyright symbol. Come on, Google. There we go. Oh. We'll use the C as a stepping stone to get to the B flat. We'll walk using the C. CTV, these are $100? The thicker, hello Kerem, the thicker, the more expensive. The more padded, the more expensive. You can get inexpensive plastic ones that are thinner for cheaper. It depends where you are in the world. Call Liberty Bellows, check Amazon. I love thicker accordions. I saw a discussion about different accordions having different sized keys. I'm gonna play a different accordion to show that yes, it requires some getting used to. It's not the end of the world. This accordion is very different. I'm going to use a different bass pattern. It doesn't have minors, so I have to really split up my bass. My right hand's going to be limited. The key width is slightly different. But it's not the end of the world. That bass is totally messed up. The spacing on the left hand is different than this one. You see how these keys are nice and tight, close together? That Hohner accordion, totally different. Not only are the key widths different here, I'm using a different pattern. Haha. That reed is wonky. Hi, Didi. Condor flies, El Condor Pasa. Let's do it on that one. So totally different. I'm playing like this. It's doable, right? One story about sweaty accordions. I saw a comment about the thicker accordions. I hope I play. I sweat as well. Most people sweat. Ikram, it's a South American song called El Condor Pasa. I think it's a Peruvian traditional song. We can do the Wikipedia article for it. Simon and Garfunkel borrowed it. Yes. Beautiful song. I'd rather be a da-dee-doo-dee-da. Thank you, Emilio. I sweat when I play a lot. This can get sweaty as well. I hope you're not playing so much that you're sweating through and getting the pad and these guys, but sweaty accordion story. Yes, I do sweat. There's some at the Pal River Accordion Festival, you just see me like glistening. But we went to a friend's wedding in France, and there were street musicians. It's a nice way, buskers. And they were playing accordion, and I was like, oh my God, can I please? We gave them some money, and I said, is it okay if I play? My wife wants to take a photo. And they said, sure. And I took this person's accordion, and the accordion just reeked of cigarette smoke. And you know, it's like putting your foot into someone else's shoe. I've never done that. Or someone else's glove, and it's just, it was their accordion 100%. And I played a song, and it was just like cigarette and sweat and alcohol, and it was wonderful. But man, oh man. Yeah. Anyways, these, despite them being thick and playing outside and busking, I don't believe that they have a scent. My wife would definitely tell me to keep the accordions out of the office if they did smell. I'm going to play the same thing with that accordion. Let's do it. I haven't played these accordions in a lot of time. Cold cigarette smoke. We'll do it. So the distance here is different than the distance on that 12 bass. So again, different key size as well. Oh, it's so wide. Thank you, Colin. Douglas, yes, Colin, thank you for reminding me about that. Douglas says we should start an accordion swap shop where we can borrow and return, have different instruments to play. I would love that. I've always been an instrument swap shop in Toronto. As soon as I started off with 2 accordions because I couldn't wait. My first accordion, the white one, I ordered from eBay, but I couldn't wait to get it. So I went out to buy my small red accordion. Then I got my white accordion. Nice to have 2 accordions, but as soon as I started to learn and I told my musician friends, here, take this. Borrow the accordion. I don't need it. And so they would learn and they'd bring it back to me and someone else wanted to learn. So I think it's the best way if you have a friend, not just accordions. I would love to try this effects pedal. I would have loved to have tried it before committing to it. A pair of headphones. Do I want to spend $200 on headphones? Etc. I have not tried a Parrot. So I encourage you to find friends with music, with gear that you want to borrow. Do you want to buy it? Do you want to use a grain mill? Come over. We have a grain mill. We use it daily. I feed my sourdough starter. But if you're wondering whether to make a big investment with camera equipment, 100%. I remember letting friends borrow a really expensive lens. Do they want a 50 millimeter 1.4? Is there that big of a difference between 1.8, etc.? Thank you. Good to see you, Jamie. So busking in Victoria last week. I just learned not to wear cargo pants with zippers on thigh pockets. Zippers wear down bellow tape, 100%, Ellen. And the majority of my pants also have, not zippers here, but the majority of them have little strands of fabric that have gotten pulled from the bottom of the accordion bellows. So, good. Lots of things to consider. Why I switched accordions. Learn to go between instruments. You might have your instrument that's your thing. My keyboard, I know this keyboard with my eyes closed. I could play it. I can't even hear it, but I know that I'm doing the right thing. But we don't always have our instrument. We have multiple accordions. We're traveling. It's nice to pick up another instrument and say, okay, it's slightly different, but I could play it. If you can. I think it's a nice ability to have. It's like getting into someone else's car and saying like, okay, it's a little bit different, but it's nice to be able to go with it. The brake feels a little bit different. I find it very exciting. It's Remembrance Day tomorrow in Canada, a day when we remember fallen soldiers, people that have fought for the country, and so everywhere in Canada, maybe in North America, it's Remembrance Day. We wear a pin, and tomorrow the country stops, November 11th, and there's usually a ceremony and there's a moment of silence to remember. So that's the pin that people wear usually starting the last Friday in October, I believe. Oh, and you're in Ontario. Amazing. Yeah. You'll see lots of pins around. A poppy, and that grew in that grew in Europe where Canadian troops went over. In Flanders Fields, the poppies grow. Remembrance Day. Busking last week. I was so excited. It was a beautiful day. Yeah, in Flanders Fields, the poppies grow between the crosses row on row. Something like that, yes. So I had a few hours last week without the boys, without Kate. I usually go to Victoria, and I was going to sit in a coffee shop, and I had a good book, and I needed to work on the Zoom workshops, the group accordion workshops, but I thought I kind of want to busk. I haven't busked in a market or anything for a long time. Long story short, I put down my case, I stood and I played. It was a beautiful, downtown Victoria is beautiful. I wasn't feeling it. So I played for 30 minutes. Some people smiled, some people stopped to listen. I wasn't feeling it. I'm going to do it again, but with busking. These are my opinions. Busking is a strange and nervous and beautiful thing to do. It's all those things. I'm going to do it again in a different location. This was early in the morning. This was at 10 a.m., maybe 10:15. There weren't many people out. This was in an interesting intersection. Busking is interesting because I want to place myself where people can hear me. Why do I busk? I want to busk for a number of reasons. I want to contribute to a beautiful city. Will I busk in the middle of a forest with no one there? Maybe, but probably not. I don't want to disturb people. I know that if someone's looking for silence, like they're walking in a forest, I don't want to be the guy that's there squeezing his accordion. So I want to be in a place where music can contribute to the place. And so a city is nice like that. There are already lots of sounds. I want to be in a place where I can be heard, but I'm not interrupting. I want to be in a place where I can contribute. So there are trees. There's a nice... It's a nice vignette. It's a nice scene, and it needs accordion music. the place that I found last week, where I usually go, there are a bunch of streets and some coffee shops. It was too early, so there weren't people out. Anyway, so that's one of the reasons. The other reason is I want to be listened to. Sorry, society. I'm gonna put a little... sorry, 1 second. We're welcome to have conversations, but I don't even know how to... 1 second. Okay, just all comments should be conducive. Pop out chat. There we go. Good. So the other reason for busking is just to I like to be noticed by people with music. I like to get smiles. I like to be listened to in a way that's more than just let's say for people to stick around for a song or two is lovely. When I used to busk in Toronto, there are places to busk that are very touristy. And so I don't like that very much. If you want to make a lot of money, money is third or fourth or fifth on the list. If you want to make money, you find the busiest tourist spot where cruise ships come off or a big attraction like a sports stadium, and you're out there and you're playing, or you play loudly and you play the main highlights of a song. People walk by you and they throw money. And that's nice. That's not what I'm looking for. The spot that I found, it was too early for there to be too many people. It was a spot where it was unobtrusive, but no one was walking by in a way. And across the street I could have gone, but I would have been too close to people. There wasn't enough sidewalk space. Anyway, I played. It was nice. It was nice. It would have been nice to play 2 hours later when there were more people. So next time, I think I'll go to another neighborhood that's more local, that's not so downtown Main Street. Right now, the busking I prefer to do is like at a farmer's market, at a market where people can hang out, drink a coffee, eat an ice cream, stick around for 2 or 3 songs. That's the ideal place for me. I could be far enough away that I'm not too loud, but people can come closer if they want. There are kids. They could do all those things. Yeah, that would be ideal. Those places are available in Victoria. I didn't find it last week, but I will find it. I'd love to go to a smaller neighborhood. Again, maybe ask a coffee shop owner if I could busk on their patio, etc. Good. I'll stop talking about that. Jamie, I've been doing really good. It's nice to be here again, your workshops. I'm really looking forward to these workshops. I hope they work. I've been daydreaming a lot about accordion and Accordion Love. I guess I could talk. I'll talk. I have a bit more time now without my 9-to-5 job. And so I'm thinking, what do I do with my time? And so what do I do with Accordion Love in my time? And how do I get Accordion Love? It's a bit more mature of a community. So I'd like to start to try to do these live workshops. How do we affect a large number of people, both beginners and intermediate players, with the idea that we have a worldwide community of learners? So these 2 workshops per day for 2 weeks a month. For me, it was 19 or 20. It switches when I type. Anyway. Komka, I can't. It's a full diatonic, and I can play maybe Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, anyways, I'm really looking forward to spending more time face to face with these lessons. And I have little daydreams that I shared with a friend last Wednesday, and I shared it with Kate about doing more. I was thinking of real life interactions with the accordion and busking. Um, I've been spending Wednesdays on the beach and in nature and just going out on hikes and thinking about accordion love and connection and really wanting connection with friends, with students as well. Um, and just thinking, what would an accordion roadshow look like? I think it'd be really fun to. I have a day. I have like Wednesdays. And right now I've been spending it usually on my own and voice notes with people. Wouldn't it be cool too? This is my dream, and it's kind of weird to share it over Livestream. I think it'd be really cool to do a little accordion roadshow. So let's say to start off, I know Susan lives in Victoria. Wouldn't it be cool, Susan, if I say, hey, do you want to meet and we'll play in public? We'll busk on the street together. We'll play Reb Dovid. And to head over to Victoria, to busk, to teach, and to meet an Accordion Love student. There are lots of students here on Vancouver Island, so to do a little accordion roadshow, or for one day, I take the car, have lunch, play in public, do a live stream, and meet up with a student in a way to connect with music. Could be a student that's just starting out and we're learning together. Could be a student that's a part of a band. I'm thinking of you, Susan. So to play together. I think it'd be a really cool way to highlight you people. There's so many of you that are doing cool things. I would love to raise enough money to be able to meet you people from around the world, whether it's Leslie and the Orcas to come over. 100%. We have so many students in the States. New Jersey, so many places where I think it'd be so fun to travel. A road trip to Calgary, a road trip to obviously New Jersey, to play together. Anyways, that's my dream. Kate is totally into it. I think the reality of doing it is, yes, start off small, start off busking, playing at the beach, etc. A motorhome would be cool. 100% like a van life kind of thing. The reality of doing it with kids and with Kate is probably just me during the week. And then bigger trips when Kate and the boys are available. Yeah, Ellen, for sure. I think these sessions, these accordion road trips, I would love to have them live. Yes, and 100% Colin, the online one. Here I'm in my office, and I'm not tired of being in my office. This is fantastic quality. We have fantastic internet. I'm reading the comments. I think it'd be really fun for me on Wednesday. It started off because last Wednesday I was at the beach. It was a beautiful sunny day. And I thought it'd be lovely if I had my accordion and I want to play for the water. There are no people here at the Mill Bay Beach, so I wouldn't be bothering anyone. But I thought it'd be cool to just play for 20, 30 minutes. And so wouldn't it be cool to set up a phone with a proper microphone and to play? I'm always playing, again, busking for myself to add to the place. Yes, and I did used to document some of the farmers market busks. It'd be lovely to bring you along, 100%. And Ellen, online busking, to say, hey, song request is $2 or $3. I think it'd be really cool. Hey, Joe DiTillo. So playing for the water, playing at a winery, at a restaurant, going to Victoria, to bring you along would be lovely. And to do real life busking. It'd be lovely to add the element of I'm going to meet a student or I'm going to meet a friend. I like it being about me, but I think I also like it with that idea of connection. Being alone is nice. Busking is nice, but it's so nice to go and meet a friend, to go and meet a student, and to highlight and play together. I really love playing together. Jamie, all songs fit at a farmer's market. All songs fit at a farmer's market. Depends on the mood. I like catching people. So you can be unobtrusive. I like starting slowly like this. I would start with that rather than... That's just who I am. I don't like being loud. I like listening. I like looking. And so a song that's just... whatever it is. After a few songs, if I see some people, I might do a... take some of the attention, bring it to myself, and then seeing what people like. Hallelujah, songs that people recognize as nice. I probably wouldn't do Philip Glass. I might do that after a while if I want to disappear a little bit. So it's kind of it depends who you are. Busking is a lovely, lovely thing. For me, it's like public breathing practice. Yeah, soft songs, loud songs, depends on the location. If it's a quiet restaurant, I probably wouldn't do the Bergvagabunden polka right away. This is me announcing myself, or having a gila. I'd probably be being a little bit quieter. If the energy's up, sure. Etc. Sure, we could do that, but I might start off with a waltz. I highly recommend you go out and busk. Playing outside, seeing people's reactions is wonderful. And I love trying to get people's attention. If I hear Hebrew, I'll try and play a Hebrew song to see if I can get people to turn their heads. Hence the video game songs, the TV theme songs, songs that are appropriate for the occasion. Christmas is coming. Play Christmas songs, etc. Good. I'll pause there. Courage is the main word for sure. Courage, nervousness. Oh, amazing! That's fantastic, fantastic. You once dressed up as Santa Claus and played the accordion for an hour in the pedestrian zone. Afterwards, there are 100 euros in my suitcase and I use them to buy Christmas presents. The best. And when, for me, the dollar, the little acknowledgement, the thank you, the smile makes my day. It's always surprising who gives money. Finding a space where that can happen is part of the fun. Yeah. Again, money is third or fourth down the list, but just acknowledgement. People, I used to not put out a briefcase. I used to not put out a suitcase. And someone came out to me. It was a very popular area in Toronto where people ate ice cream. And I used to tell myself, I don't need the money. I'm just doing it for my own pleasure. And someone pulled me aside, an older gentleman, and he said, hey, put the suitcase down because you're taking away our pleasure from thanking you. And so I would see people go around and I would say, no, thank you, no, thank you. And so sometimes people would slip me money in my pocket, but he said, put the suitcase down. You could donate it after. You could buy Christmas presents for other people if you want, but don't take away the listener's ability to thank you. So it's that lovely exchange. And that man was so brave, so cool to pull me aside and say, put your suitcase down. You're taking away people's ability to say thank you. That stuck with me. Super cool. Thank you to that person. Good. I'll pause there. Thank you for coming. A reminder to keep, everyone was very nice, to keep the chat friendly. Society Killed the Unicorn. I'll see you next week. I'll see you Thursday, Friday for the beginner live accordion classes. I'll double check why the thing didn't happen. But again, accordionlove.com/live workshops. These are free, open to accordion and non-accordion students. Thursday and Friday, left-hand fundamentals. If you don't know what these bass buttons are, that's what that workshop is for. For those of you that are looking for more advanced techniques, Monday and Tuesday, the week after, morning or afternoon session, register. Yeah, I'm really excited for it and to get your feedback to see if it's working. Thank you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.